All right, let's try this again. I think I have my audio echo figured out. Hello again and welcome to BBSN, the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. BBSN is your live local link to Louisville area high school athletic stream via the internet. Our game today is coming to you live from Bullitt East High School in Mount Washington and features the visiting Mercer County Titans and the home team Bullitt East Chargers. Chargers are currently ranked 11th in the most recent True Rank Top 25. Hello everybody, my name's Tim Bryan. Joining me today will be my partner Greg Bryan. Bullitt East Chargers, they're 2-0. The Chargers are off to a quick start and have not allowed a run in their first two games. Bullitt East has faced both of their opponents at home. In the season opener, the Chargers blanked the Bulldogs from Fairdale 10-0 in 6 innings, and most recently bested the Holy Cross Cougars 8-0. Sophomore Mason Kelly got the start and picked up the win while working 4 innings, striking out 5, walking 3, and giving up just 1 hit. Jake Reese, Michael Lobred, Zach Jones all pitched in with extra base hits. Reese continued his hot streak going 3 for 4, and Matthew Bryant went 3 for 3 while driving in 2 runs at the leadoff spot. Yesterday's game with Bethlehem was canceled due to the weather. Chargers are led by longtime head coach Jeff Bowes. Coach Bowes took over as head coach for the Chargers back in 2003. The Chargers are the reigning 6th region champions. Their opponent today is Mercer County. They are currently 0-1. The Titans face the Rockets of Rockcastle County on the road in their season opener. The final score with the Titans 2 and Rockcastle 7. Titans are led by first-year head coach Adam Schartzer. Coach Schartzer is originally from Louisville. He graduated from Louisville Male in 2004. Going to go ahead and give you the Salsaritas Fresh Cantina starting lineups. First for the visiting Mercer County Titans, leading off in catching, number 23, Hunter Armstrong. At second base, batting second, number 7, Trevor Allen. At first base, batting third, number 20, Mason Hazelwood. At third base, batting fourth is number 11, Noah Irwin, the designated hitter for the Titans. Batting in the fifth spot, number 10, Jake Newby. The left fielder, number 12, Joseph Stockinger. At shortstop, batting seventh, number 21, Andrew McGinnis. In right field, batting eighth, number 24, Cameron Warren. In center field, batting ninth, number 27, Ty Sims. And pitching for the Titans is number 30, Josh Barnett. So once again, that's Armstrong, Allen, Hazelwood, Irvin, Newby, Stockinger, McGinnis, Warren, Sims, and pitching is Josh Barnett. For the home team, Bullitt East Chargers, they are 2-0, leading off playing second base, number 9, Matthew Bryant. In center field, batting second, number 24, Mitchell Langley. In right field, batting third, number 8, Jacob Reese. Batting cleanup, playing third base, number 14, Michael Lobred. Designated hitter, batting in the fifth spot, number 13, Mason Kelly. Batting sixth, playing first base, number 17, Harrison Verib. Catching, batting seventh, number 21, Jared Reardon. The shortstop, batting in the eighth spot, number 33, Garrett Simpson. At left field, batting ninth is number 31, Zach Jones, and pitching is Jared Wante. I think we're getting ready to pause for the national anthem. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be ready for first pitch. This is Tim Bryan and Greg Bryan with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Circle K is known around the world for offering busy consumers a wide variety of quality products and services in a fast, friendly, and clean environment. For more than 50 years, Circle K has been one of North America's most popular and successful operators of convenience stores. Today, there are more than 3,300 Circle K stores across the U.S. and 35 here locally. Your neighborhood Circle K features an award-winning brand of premium Circle K coffee and Polar Pops. Circle K, fast, friendly service. Framing Express, framing your awards, certificates, jerseys, and sports memorabilia. 5 locations in the Louisville area: 9810 Shelbyville Road, 1 block east of Hurstbourne Lane. 3910 Bardstown Road in Mutual, 291 North Hubbards Lane in the Woodlawn Shopping Center, 1741 Bardstown Road in the Highlands, and 2230 Holiday Manor in the Holiday Manor Shopping Center. For all your framing needs, framing what matters since 1973. Framing Express. LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented, athlete-customized, high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments, that dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire and forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com.
Saucerita serves up all your fresh Mexican favorites: burritos, nachos, tacos, salads, and Mexican pizzas. Located in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane, right behind the McDonald's in the Woodlawn Center. Sauceritas offers a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience. Stop by today and try one of their 3 signature saucy burritos.
Are you sticking with the same shot, Tim?
Rancherito or Tamarito. Sauceritas offers catering, so keep them in mind for your upcoming graduation, anniversary, or for any special event. Their catering hotline is 356-9468. That's Saucerita's Fresh Cantina.
Welcome back to Bullitt East High School for the day's action. It's the visiting Mercer County Titans, and they're here facing the Bullitt East Chargers. The Chargers have 2 games under their belt. They've played both their previous games at home and won both of those. Let's see. I said that they beat Fairdale in their opening game 10-0 in 6 innings, and they most recently beat Holy Cross 8-0. They were slated to play Bethlehem last night, and due to the cold weather conditions that we have, the game was not played. And if you were watching during the national anthem, if you noticed anyone's pants out there on the field, the umpires and the players, it is quite breezy out there. It's going to be 44 degrees at game time, but it is quite windy and sunny. From the press box here, it is very comfortable. And it's time to welcome in my broadcast partner for today's game. Greg, how you doing?
Oh, it's great, man. Anytime I'm behind home plate helping call a ball game is a great day.
All right, leading off for the Titans is number 23, Hunter Armstrong. He takes the first pitch and pushes it into right field. And then foul ground, making the catch. That is Jacob Reese, and that's going to be out number 1.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Hunter Armstrong led things off. He's going to be followed by second baseman Trevor Allen and then first baseman Mason Hazelwood. Defensive alignment for the Chargers, it's Michael Lobrit at third, Jared Simpson at short, Matthew Bryant second, Harrison Verebe at first, and then the outfield from left to right is Zach Jones, Mitchell Langley, and Jacob Reese. In the battery is Jared Wante and Jared Reardon. That pitch just a little wide. It's going to make the count 2 balls and no strikes. Well, this has been a pretty trying opening week for high school baseball in the area, Greg. I would say more games have been rained out and canceled due to the weather conditions than played this week.
Yeah, we had those last 2 really nice weeks, and then first week of baseball breaks, and we have windy conditions and rain and cold weather that we haven't been used to the last couple of weeks.
That in for a strike, 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, there's no better example than U of L for their home opener. They played on Friday night to 80-degree weather, and then Saturday when they took the field again, I think the weather at the start time for that ball game was like 28, 29 degrees. So that's just the weather in the Ohio Valley. That's how it works if you live in this part of the country.
Yep, if you don't like the weather, wait till tomorrow.
Here's the 3-1, a little bit wide, and that's a 1-out walk to Allen. With a man on first and one out, that's going to bring up the first baseman, Mason Hazelwood. Wow, you can really hear the wind out there on our crowd mic. As I mentioned, the Charger pitcher is a sophomore. Let me see if this is his first action of the season.
Nice throw over. He was diving in, but safe.
Yep, this is his first action of the season. Kind of 1 ball, no strikes. Chops it down to the first baseman, steps on first, goes to second, but not in time. That'll be marked down in my book as a fielder's choice for Hazelwood, and that's going to bring up the number 4 hitter, third baseman Noah Irvin. Noah is a junior. Hunter Armstrong that led off was a junior, followed by 2 seniors, Trevor Allen and Mason Hazelwood. This is Noah Irvin. He's a junior, up with 2 outs and a man on second.
In the day of wearing all batting gloves, Tim, the gentleman at the plate has no gloves on.
Indeed.
Whoops.
Gets away, comes all the way back into the field of play. It's going to be a wild pitch. Count is now 2 balls and no strikes to the number 4 hitter, Noah Irvin. Trevor Allen moves up to third base on that wild pitch.
Outfield's in normal depth.
Could be nerves, it could be the weather. Like I said, it is very windy there, but struggling with a little bit of control here in the top half of the first inning. Here's the 3-0. There we go, right down Main Street, 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Fastball right past Noah Irvin. And that pitch wide of the mark. Second walk issued in the inning for Wante. That's going to put runners on the corners with 2 outs for the left fielder, Joseph Stockinger. Stockinger's a junior. Tell you what, Greg, during the inning break, we're going to go ahead and keep it here, and we're going to talk a little bit about our newest project that we have going on.
All right.
Throw over to first, head first, dive in safely. I apologize for the howling wind. I've got a huge windscreen on my microphone, but that is not helping today. And that was a nice pitch. In for a strike.
I'd say we've got like 20, 25 mile an hour winds flowing in right now.
Oh, at least. Here's the 0-1. It's a nubber. It's going to go foul. He's going to be down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Layout here at Bullitt East, it's 320 down the lines, and I don't see where anything else is marked, but talking with some folks pregame, it's probably about 390 dead center field, and I'm going to guess maybe 360 in the power alleys, you think maybe?
That would look like.
The swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to put it into the top half of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left on base after a half inning of play. We have no score. Coming up for the Bullitt East Chargers, it'll be Matthew Bryant, Mitchell Langley, and Jacob Reese. And we're just going to keep it here for this first break and talk a little bit about Greg and I's newest project. It's called LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com. And if you haven't had a chance to go to the website, please check it out. We actually chronicle the 6th, 7th, and 8th region baseball, and we have all kinds of information there. We have some podcasts that we've done. The first one that we did, as a matter of fact, was with Bullitt East head coach Jeff Bowles. We've done podcasts with DeSales coach TJ Cataldo. I've had some special guests. I had Jeremy Sheetinger from the American Baseball Coaches Association. And just to get an idea of the transition from high school to college baseball, did a podcast with my son. He played a couple years at Western, and then he finished up his career at St. Joseph's College. And I have to give a shout-out to the Pumas. This is going to be the Pumas' last year of baseball. That university or that institution is actually closing, but they are currently ranked, gosh, I think it's 10th or something like that. They're having a heck of a season.
Good deal.
A lot of things at our website. It's scored. The scores are all kept up to date. We have a live scoreboard. We have something we call the True Rank Top 25. It's going to come out every Monday. We have a lot of recruiting resources. We have a lot of new articles and archived articles. So take some time and stop by the site. Once again, it's LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com, and you can follow that on Twitter at LouHSBBALL. You can follow me on Twitter. I am at Tim Bryan, TIMBRIAN, and Greg is at Coach Beastie, COACHBEASTIE. And it's now time for the bottom half of the first inning. And that's going to bring to the plate for the Chargers the leadoff batter, second baseman Matthew Bryant. And first offering is fouled away. The Titans defense from third to first, it's Noah Irvin, Andrew McGinnis, Trevor Allen, and Mason Hazelwood. The outfield left to right, Joseph Stockinger, Ty Sims, and Cameron Warren. And the battery is Joseph Barnett and Hunter Armstrong. A couple left-handed pitchers facing each other today, Greg.
Yep. I was watching him in warm-ups. He threw quite a lot of curveballs, so I don't know if that's his bread and butter pitch or not.
That pitch is elevated. Quickly 2 balls and 1 strike to the Chargers leadoff. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. It is deceiving. If you're just looking at the picture in our stream, you think it was a very nice day out there. But it is quite blistery. Right back at us.
It's blowing this netting all over the place, and that takes a nice wind gust to move that netting around like that.
Count's going to remain at 2. Throws the hook but leaves it high. Going to run the count full. Following Bryant will be Mitchell Langley and Jacob Reese. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the first strikeout for Barnett. I mentioned the True Rank Top 25. That does come out on our website every Monday, and taking the #1 spot for now is McCracken County. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes it for a strike, followed by Johnson Central, and at 3 is Louisville St. Xavier, followed by Madison Central, Tates Creek, Trinity, Ryle, Greenup County, Campbell County, and in at number 10 is Ballard. Outside, count 1 ball and 1 strike. In at number 11, Bullitt East, followed by North Laurel, West Jessamine, Lexington Catholic. Number 15 is North Bullitt. Nice location on that pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, he's not really putting anything down the middle of the plate. He's going for both corners.
There's the curveball, in on his hands, ties him up. Back-to-back strikeouts for Barnett. Josh Barnett is a sophomore, so a couple sophomore lefties going at it today. But speaking with Coach Bowles before the game, he said he's not going to let any of his pitchers go too far this early in the season with these nasty conditions we have today. He said we could expect to see probably 4 or 5 guys before it's all over with. Slow breaking curveball never quite found its way. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right back up the middle. The second baseman ranges over, stops the ball from going into the outfield, but not able to make the out at first. 2-out single for Jacob Reese.
Yeah, he got a good break out of the box, Tim, and second baseman having to maneuver 10 feet and then make a throw. Just wasn't enough time.
One of the things that Coach Cataldo said in the podcast that we did is he said one of the things that he's going to strive to do this year is to run bases as well as Bullitt East does. He says Bullitt East is one of the best base running teams in high school baseball, and as you see right there, they take that first opportunity for a stolen base.
Yeah, he went on the first pitch.
Reese is now at second with 2 outs, and at the plate, the cleanup hitter, third baseman Michael Lobred. Michael batting .333. He's a senior. That pitch elevated and outside. We finished at 15. Connor is in at 16, followed by Beechwood, Highlands, South Warren, Oldham County, Sayre. Louisville Male is at 22, followed by Somerset, Southwestern, and Central Hardin. That's the True Rank Top 25, and you can find it exclusively at LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com.
Just missed that one.
Count of 1 ball and 2 strikes to the cleanup hitter. There's that slow breaking curveball into the air towards foul ground in right field and finds its way out of the park. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch inside. Interesting week ahead coming up for the Chargers. They're going to play Eastern on the 20th, Southern on the 21st, DeSales on the 23rd, Ballard on the 24th, and then St. Xavier on the 27th. First 2 games away, the last one's at home. Off his hands to the shortstop, picks it cleanly over to first, and he's safe. And scoring from second base on a very heads-up play is Jacob Reese. Infield single for Lobred. We're going to give him an RBI on that. And I really don't think there was any discussion on that play. He looked safe to me by him.
Yeah, throw was late. I just think they forgot about him over there. I mean, as soon as the ball was hit, he was coming home, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, heads up base running.
Yeah, you got to be on your. Got to be ready for anything.
So that's the first run of the game here in the bottom half of the first inning. The Chargers take an early 1-0 lead off the RBI single by Michael Lobred, scoring Jacob Reese from second base on a heads-up base running play. Coach Schartzer out to discuss with the first base umpire, making sure that the safe call was indeed the correct call, and I believe it was. Mason Kelly, the designated hitter, he's a sophomore. And that pitch, you're right, Greg, he's just nipping the corners inside and out. Strike 1. throw over in safely.
Yeah, he's pitched a pretty smart game so far, Tim. That run really wasn't on him. It was on his fielders.
Fouled away, 0-2. For Mercer County, on the 20th, they'll face Tate's Creek. On the 23rd, Lexington Catholic. And on the 25th, they have 2 games, Rowan County and Boyle County.
Got a nice little lead over there.
It's not going to go. Pitch is a little bit low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Our next broadcast will be Wednesday, March the 22nd. We'll be at DeSales High School. They're facing Oldham County, and that's going to be the dedication of their new field, the new Rex Robinson Memorial Field. That pitch elevated, knotted up at 2 now. Have several games next week. On Thursday, we'll be back here at Bullitt East. They'll be facing the DeSales Colts. And then on the 25th, we'll be, that's next Saturday, we'll be at Mel High School. They'll be facing Butler.
That'll be a good game. Time called. We need a wind gauge, Tim.
Well, it's blowing pretty doggone hard. Oh, right back at us. Slow curveball hit hard down to third base. Third baseman comes up with it. One hops the first baseman. He's juggling it. They're going to say he's safe at first. Base hit or an error, Greg?
No, that's a base hit.
All right. Back-to-back singles for Lobrit and Kelly. And with men now on first and second, that's going to bring up the first baseman, Harrison Verib.
Wow. Already got his first warning.
Yeah. Well, the Titan defense has not been very kind to their young pitcher out there on the mound.
He's mixing up his pitches, not getting anything in the middle of the strike zone. It's just
well, he's had 2 infield ground balls, and neither one of them turned out to be an out for him.
Yeah.
But he looks very composed out on the mound.
Yeah, he's ready to go. Guys on first and second, 2 outs.
And that ball is high and away. Greg, what I'm going to try to do, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not, on Saturday, I may try to see if I can get Ryan Ritchie to come behind the mic and do that game with you.
If he's not busy doing something for the bat.
Yeah, if he's not busy, I've got a procedure that I've got to have done on Friday, and I don't know how well I'm going to feel on Saturday.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah. Haven't seen Ryan in a while. Got some questions for him too.
Well, Ryan's an engaged man now.
Yeah.
Hit hard to the third baseman. His play's at first, and this one is executed. That's going to go 5-3, and that's going to be out number 3 here in the bottom half of the first inning. Let's total this up for you. There was 1 run off of 3 hits. There were no errors, and there were 2 men left on base. After 1 complete inning of play, it's the Chargers 1 and the Titans nothing. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Tim and Greg with you. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience? Then look to Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. 2 locations, one in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane right behind the McDonald's and the Woodlawn Center. In Middletown, 12915 Shelbyville Road in front of the Walmart Target. Stop by today and try one of their 3 saucy burritos, the quesarito, the rancherito, or tamarito, and keep them in mind for your upcoming derby or graduation party because they do cater. Contact their Fiesta hotline, that is 356-9468, or you can contact Dave Spelker directly at 387-0929. Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
All right, welcome back to Bullitt East High School. Top half of the second inning. Chargers able to push one runner across in their portion of the inning. Tim Bryan and Greg Bryan with you. Thanks for spending your Saturday morning with us. Shows bunt, pulls it back. That's going to be a strike, and the count's going to be even now at 1 ball and 1 strike. This is the designated hitter. No, it's not.
Looks like number 12.
Yes, this is the left fielder, Joseph Stockinger. One more time with the Chargers defense. From third to first, it's Michael Lobred, Jarrett Simpson, Matthew Bryant, and Harrison Vereb. At the outfield, left to right, Zach Jones, Mitchell Langley, Jacob Reese. And the battery is Jared Wante and Jared Reardon.
Low in the dirt.
Bullitt East dugout. One of the dugouts is fired up.
No, it was Bullitt East.
Outfield in kind of shallow, Greg, on this windy day.
Yeah, it's going to take a good knock to get one out here today because the wind is blowing in and it's a steady wind.
I'm not a pitching coach, but I have noticed that when this fellow follows through, his ball flies true. That time there, he kind of short-armed it and left it wide.
I noticed that on the walk.
There you go. Pushes that one into right field, telling right toward Jacob Reese. And that is a fly out to right field, out number 1 in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, number 21, Andrew McGinnis. Stockinger, who started out this inning, is a junior. McGinnis is a junior. After McGinnis is Cameron Warren, the right fielder. He's a sophomore. Shows bunt, stabs at it, goes foul, strike 1.
He's getting that first pitch in for a strike this inning, Tim.
High chopper to the charging third baseman, picks it up, throws to first. There's no doubt about that one. That's Michael Lobred to Harrison Vereb. That's going to go 5-3, and that's out number 2. Well, some pretty good college baseball being played in the state right now. The Louisville Cardinals currently sitting at 17-0, and the Wildcats find themselves in the middle of a 12-game winning streak right now. They're 14-5, winners of their last 12. One hopper to the shortstop, on the run, makes the play. That out's going to go 6-3. A 1-2-3 top half of the second inning for the Titans. They go down in order. When we come back, it'll be Reardon, Simpson, and Jones for Bullitt East. This is Tim Bryan and Greg Bryan with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Are you looking for a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience? Then look to Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. 2 locations, one in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane right behind the McDonald's and the Woodlawn Center. In Middletown, 12915 Shelbyville Road in front of the Walmart Target. Stop by today and try one of their 3 saucy burritos, the quesarito, the rancherito, or tamarito, and keep them in mind for your upcoming derby or graduation party because they do cater. Contact their Fiesta hotline. That is 356-9468, or you can contact Dave Spelker directly at 387-0929. Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
Welcome back. Bottom half of the second inning. It'll be Jared Reardon, Garrett Simpson, and Zach Jones. And I have incorrectly, once again, been calling the shortstop Jared. It's Garrett Simpson who made that nice play to close out the top of the second inning. Those who have listened to me do games in the past, Greg corrects me early and often. Swing and a miss.
It's not only me sometimes, Tim. We get emails from family members sometimes. Too, so, you know.
Yeah,
hey.
we do. That's the most heated email I get is when a son's name is mispronounced. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man, he's throwing BBs this inning. Reardon at the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes, outside, knotted up at 2. Cardinals are home this weekend in the friendly confines of Jim Patterson Stadium. They're hosting Boston College. Won last night 6-0. Ooh, took something off that pitch way ahead. That's the 3rd strikeout for Josh Barnett. With 1 out here in the bottom half of the second inning, that'll bring up the shortstop, Garrett Simpson. Yeah, we talked about the Wildcats briefly. They started their winning streak on February the 28th. They won last night. They're on the road in College Station. They beat the Aggies of Texas A&M last night 6-0. 14-5 after losing their first 4. That's riding the ship.
Yep.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I follow several of the Wildcat baseball players on Twitter, and one thing I see is they really, really like this new head coach they have. They have nothing but great things to say about him.
Drops down a little bit and fires that one past Simpson. Strikeout number 4. And that'll bring up the number 9 batter, left fielder Zach Jones. Zach's a senior, currently batting .400 on the short season.
There it is, down the line.
In the air, down the line, just foul.
You have the Chargers schedule in your hand. They go anywhere from spring break this year?
I'm sure they do. They normally do. Yeah, I'm guessing.
He's in Florida.
Yeah, Ethan said Florida. They normally do.
That's always a fun time.
Jeff invited me to go down there one year to call their games, but
couldn't work it in your schedule.
Well, no, my day job tends to
gets in the way sometimes.
Get in the way.
On it.
0-2's Jones. The pitch from Barnett gets a piece of it, fouls it straight back. 1-2. No, I'm sorry, 0-2.
Spring break that I got to go with DeSales down to Myrtle Beach to the Ripken place was awesome.
The Ripken experience.
Yep, it was an awesome experience too.
Oh, and the first hit batsman of the game. That'll roll the lineup over and bring up Matthew Bryant. Bryant went down swinging in his first appearance. Man on first, 2 outs. A quick throw over, back safely.
And the pitcher knows to pay attention to whoever's on first now. Don't think he'll forget about a runner on first.
Coming home with this one.
Ooh.
Oh, scorches it just foul down the third base line. Evidently that plug's dead over there.
Need something else?
Yeah, I'll put it right here. There we go.
There we go.
Charge into that, telling toward. Oh, and he slips and it makes over his head. It's going to go past the sliding left fielder. Coming home is Zach Jones, and he's going to be safe. And moving up to third base is Matthew Bryant.
Yeah, again, I'll say this pitcher's really pitching a fairly good game if his defense would just help him out a little bit out here.
Well, he never touched the ball. You're going to give that a hit?
Well, he didn't touch. He fell down, so.
I don't,
what are you saying?
I feel all right giving him a hit, but I don't feel all right giving him a triple.
No, no.
Let's give him a hit, and we'll just say he advanced on whatever else ensued.
I'll have to do some pay attention when it happens again and see how some scores score that. What do you think? I mean, the old rule of not touching it, but
yeah, you know, you hear all these adages in baseball, and then you find out that they're not really true. This whole tag goes to the runner thing, and your hand's part of the bat, and all that kind of stuff, and that's actually those are not true. So we're going to have to figure that one out. But for now, it's a base hit and a second run for the Chargers. Is it going to stay in play? Man, that right fielder.
It's out of play.
It's been at a track meet today.
Yeah.
This is Mitchell Langley, the center fielder. Mitchell went down swinging back in the first inning. Mitchell's a senior, batting 125.
There it is.
Wow. Scorch past the third baseman.
Yeah, he didn't really have time to react to that one.
That's a base hit scoring Bryant. And with 2 out and 2 in and a man on first base, the batter will be Jacob Reese. This bottom of the second started off innocently enough for Josh Barnett, a couple strikeouts, and then he plunked somebody.
What was that?
A balk. And Mitchell takes second base. Sometimes when I have my head down scoring, Greg, I don't catch everything. Did he not pause or?
No.
Oh, he stopped his. Oh, okay.
But I'm saying he was already halfway to second base. I thought maybe in that situation he'd give him another base. That's out of play.
No, a box of dead ball, so he would only get get the base he's heading to. No balls and 1 strike. This is the right fielder, Jacob Reese, at the plate. pitcher for the Titans, Josh Barnett, 4 strikeouts on the day.
Right up the middle.
Right back over his head. It's going to make his way through the infield. Rounding third and coming home is Langley. He's going to be safe, and hustling into second base is going to be Jacob Reese.
That's an error on 27, Tim. Yeah, the ball went right through him out in the outfield. That's how the guy got to second.
Okay. Well, I wasn't going to give him a double on it anyway, but I am going to give him an RBI, or give Jacob an RBI. 3-run bottom half of the second so far for the Chargers. The third baseman, Michael Lobrid, he singled and had an RBI his first time up.
Well, the pitcher still looks like he's got his head in the game, so.
In the air into left center field. Center fielder ranging over, making the play. It's going to be F to 8 for out number 3. We have 3 runs off of 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base after 2 complete innings of play. It's the Chargers 3, the Titans nothing. 4, I'm sorry. Yep, that is right. 3 in the second, 1 in the first. That'd be 4. It's the Chargers 4 and the Titans 0. Coming to the plate for the Titans will be the number 9 man, Ty Sims, followed by Hunter Armstrong and Trevor Allen. We'll be right back. This is Tim and Greg with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Same pitcher.
Are you looking for a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience? Then look to Salsarita's Fresh Cantina. 2 locations, one in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane right behind the McDonald's and the Woodlawn Center. In Middletown, 12915 Shelbyville Road in front of the Walmart Target. Stop by today and try one of their 3 saucy burritos, the quesarito, the rancherito, or tomarito, and keep them in mind for your upcoming derby or graduation party because they do cater. Contact their Fiesta hotline. That is 356-9468, or you can contact Dave Spelker directly at 387-0929. Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments...
All right, welcome back to Bullitt East High School. Tim Bryan and Greg Bryan with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. This is Ty Sims, and first offering to him, he knocks foul.
Low in the dirt.
And Jarrett Wante is back out for his 3rd inning of work, but he hasn't thrown a whole lot of pitches.
No. He's had good defense behind him, too.
Nice, paints the outer part of the plate. Strike 2. Count now even 2 balls and 2 strikes. First broadcast of the season, had our first 2 rained out with all the rain we had in the area this past week. And it wasn't just rain, it was rain and ridiculously cold temperatures.
Yeah, well, lucky we wasn't north, Tim. They got all that snow up there.
Mm-hmm. I tell this story all the time. Stop me if you've heard me. Hold on just a second. In
Straight
the air,
up.
popped up.
Catcher.
Catcher's in pursuit.
Oh.
And just can't make the grab. My roommate at Purdue lived in Watertown, New York, which is probably as north as you can go without being into Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the snowfall capital of the U.S., and they get ridiculous amounts of snow every year. Full count. Here's the pitch.
Nice pitch.
Swing and a miss. That's the first strikeout for Jared Wante. And that'll roll the lineup over and bring up the center fielder, Hunter Armstrong. Hunter Armstrong flew out to Jacob Reese in the first inning.
High and outside, ball one. So we finish in the New York, almost to Canada story?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
Is that close to one of the Great Lakes? Is that why it was so snow capital of the world? Or?
No, because they're just right next to Canada.
All right.
I hear it's cold there.
Oops.
In the dirt. That one gets away. No, okay, I can add more to this story now that you mentioned it. You know how kids in our, era, they would get up and deliver newspapers and stuff before school in order to make money. Well, he would get up and he had a snowplow.
Wow.
And he would clear off driveways and sidewalks before he went to school.
Nice pitch.
Good dude.
Well, just one of my friends lived up in Cleveland, and it's real close to one of the Great Lakes, and they get all that snow.
The
lake
effect.
Lake effect snow, and it's no deal to get 10, 12, 14 inches of snow in no time.
Hunter Armstrong at the plate, full count. Wante with the pitch.
Ooh.
Brings it in on his hands. That's a ground ball to the second baseman, Matthew Bryant. The putout's going to go 4-3 for out number 2. And that'll bring up the second baseman, senior number 7, Trevor Allen. Allen walked, got as far as third base in the first inning. That pitch is high and outside for a ball. LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com. It's kind of what we say. It's kind of like a Bleacher Report for high school baseball. Our content comes from the schools themselves. Slow roller to second. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Chargers. Couple ground outs to Matthew Bryant. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base after 2.5 innings of play. It's the Chargers 4 and the Titans 0. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. And what I was saying was we rely on our content from the individual schools, and we've had several schools step forward. And you'll notice if you go to our website, we have a couple schools that give us articles after each game. We have some that just give us a little blurb about someone that did well, and our hope is down the road and hopefully in a year or two to have every school be willing to give us content, and we're trying to make it a one-stop shop, so to speak, for everything having to do with Louisville Area High School Baseball, which is the 6th, 7th, and 8th region. In the bottom of the third inning, it'll be Mason Kelly, Harrison Vereb, and Jared Reardon. Mason Kelly singled, Harrison grounded out, and Jared struck out their first time through. And it looks like we're going to have the same fella on the mound, sophomore number 30, Josh Barnett.
He's not, I'll say it again, he's not pitched a bad game. If his defense would help him out a little bit here, it'd probably be like a 1-0 ball game.
Yeah. Take a moment to say thank you to our feature sponsor this year, UPFC, which is Usselton Painting and Fabrication Company. The first pitch from the sophomore lefty fouled away, strike 1. They do metal work and fabrication. They do MIG welding, TIG welding, stick welding. They also have a plasma cutter, a 3D plasma cutter, and they do all kinds of metal fabrication. If you can come up with it, they can make it. And that's a ground ball right up the middle, a leadoff single for Kelly. You can contact them on the web at upfc.us, and they are local over off Jennings Lane here in Louisville. You can give them a call at 964-1414. That's Usselton Painting and Fabrication Company. Comes home, the runner stays. It's a nice bunt, pushed to the
Nobody's
first base
covering.
side. Nobody's covering. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to move Kelly to second, and that's going to put Vereb at first. And with nobody out and 2 men on, that'll bring the catcher, Jared Reardon, to the plate. One thing I did notice, even though we're not very deep into the season, there's been several sacrifice attempts for this Bullitt East offense already.
Squared around the bunt for strike one.
Nice little piece of situational baseball there, Greg.
Yeah, the defense isn't communicating very well out there. Usually you're yelling out if there's a bunt, what base you're going to cover or something, because that guy in second base was, as soon as he squared around, he was going to cover second base, and you know what that means. Clear shot to first base. But it's early in the season. A lot of things to iron out.
The 1-1 shows bunt, pops it in the air. Third baseman charging. He's going to make the grab. That's going to be out number 1. The runners will hold pat at first and second. And now with 1 down, that'll bring up shortstop Garrett Simpson. Garrett struck out his first time up.
Got a nice little lead on second.
A hefty swing, but a miss. Do you miss coaching, Greg?
I do. I do. As soon as February got here, I felt like I should be doing something every day after work.
Yeah.
I still hear echoes of Coach Wheat in my head right now, sitting here watching this game. All the things that he would say during the game.
In the dirt, blocked up nicely. Runners will stay at first and second. At the plate, sophomore shortstop Garrett Simpson. 1-1 is his count, and a little outside. 2-1.
I was going through our games that you have picked for this year, and we got some real tasty games on our schedule this year.
We do.
Lee asked me why I had some of them highlighted in yellow, and I said those are going to be some good ball games right there.
Out of way.
Out of play.
We do have a weekly podcast that Greg and I do at LouisvilleHighSchoolBaseball.com. We'll review the previous week's action. We'll look ahead to the upcoming week. We'll have the current top 25. Greg has a Louisville College baseball roundup. We'll keep you up to date with all of the local college baseball in the area.
Ooh.
We're not having those live yet. We actually record those on Sunday nights, and I either have it posted late Sunday night or early Monday morning. I'll have this one posted late Sunday night because I'm on vacation.
Good for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm taking one the week of our 20th wedding anniversary. I'm taking that week off.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Brings it inside and locks him up. That's the 5th strikeout for Josh Barnett. That's the first one looking. 2 outs, 2 on for the number 9 batter, Zach Jones. Zach was plunked and scored back in the second inning. Showing bunt. He was trying to push it hard toward the hole between first and second base.
Well, you know the third baseman's not going to charge if you're squaring around, so that's another option. how to play.
Yeah, it's a smart play bunting to first in that previous play that happened with the left-handed pitcher falling off to the third base side. It's a tougher play for him to make.
Yeah.
He made the play, just didn't have anybody to complete the play with at first base. No balls, 2 strikes. Elevated right, letter high. One ball, 2 strikes. No runs, no hits. 1 error for the Titans. 4 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Chargers. Bottom half of the third.
Ooh.
And that is strikeout number 6 for Barnett. I'd actually just like to stay here during the break and listen to this Allman Brothers tune.
Exactly.
All right, there were no runs off of 2 more Bullitt East hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. That's 5 Bullitt East Chargers stranded through 3. After 3 complete innings of play, it's Bullitt East 4 and Mercer County 0. This is Tim and Greg with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Are you looking for a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience? Then look to Salsarita's Fresh Cantina. 2 locations, one in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane right behind the McDonald's and the Woodlawn Center. In Middletown, 12915 Shelbyville Road in front of the Walmart Target. Stop by today and try one of their 3 saucy burritos, the Quesarito, the Rancherito, or Tomarito, and keep them in mind for your upcoming derby or graduation party because they do cater. Contact their Fiesta hotline. That is 356-9468, or you can contact Dave Spelker directly at 387-0929. Saucerita's Fresh Cantina.
Leading things off for the Titans will be the first baseman, Big Mason Hazelwood. And he immediately gets plunked. Now we're even. Each pitcher has hit 1. Has not let up for 1 moment since this game has started. Oh, man, that was a very nice throw over.
Good throw would have got him.
Had him leaning.
Number 4 hitter here, Tim?
Yep, Hazelwood started off the inning. He was plunked. This is the cleanup hitter, third baseman Noah Irvin. High and away for a ball. Depending on what poll you look at, in some of them, the Louisville Cardinals are ranked number 1. The poll that I have here in front of me has the Cardinals ranked number 4. That ball's going to get away and scampering into second, but he's going to hold up at second.
He guesses he is.
So that's going to be a error on the pitcher. Hazelwood's now at second. Urban's still your batter with a count of 1 ball and no strikes. And the head of Louisville in this poll is TCU, Oregon State, and Florida State. All teams that have losses.
I've caught a few games on the SEC network. Other than that, I haven't seen a lot of college ball this year yet.
Yeah, there's something built into that True Rank 25 that we do, Greg. It has the strength of schedule, and it keeps track of where a team was ranked when you played them. Mm-hmm. So it's always, updating. There hasn't been enough games played for that to be reflected on every team.
Right.
But that's going to be kind of neat to see how that plays out, as the season goes on. That's a walk to Noah Irvin. That's 2 walks.
Got a little inning going here. Runners on first and second, no outs.
That will bring up the designated hitter, Jake Newby.
Brings out the pitching coach or one of the coaches.
He's telling him he's not going to win a state tournament in March.
He's just been throwing strikes. That's the key to it. Yeah, we'll come back in 2 or 3 weeks, Tim, and the trees will start filling out in the backdrop back there like a. There we go.
In the air.
Right fielder coming in. Second baseman.
Second baseman's going to make it in shallow right field. It's a big out for the Chargers here. And I say a big out because you don't want bases loaded and no outs in any situation. Two on, one out for Joseph Stockinger, the left fielder. He flew out to right field back in the second inning.
Low and away.
As Bob Uecker would say, just a little outside. Are you warm enough?
Oh, yeah, I'm toasty.
Shows bunt, lays it down. The ball dives right in front of home plate.
Yeah. Careful what you wish for, Tim.
Yeah. So now the bases are jacked with Titans. Hazelwood at third, Urban at second, Stockinger at first, bases loaded, and one out for the shortstop, Andrew McGinnis. McGinnis grounded out to third his first time up. And the team that Louisville's actually playing, or no, not Louisville. Did I say, who did I say Texas A&M was playing in?
UK.
UK? Okay, well they're ranked 17th. So with Kentucky being on a huge winning streak, and if they can, you know, beat this team 3 this weekend, that might help their.
Yeah, get them up there.
Yeah.
Ooh. 3-0.
Yep, inside ball 3.
Strike one.
Three and one. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Tim Bryan and Greg Bryan with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Hit well at the right field.
Backtracking and making the grab. The runner's going to tag. And that's going to be a sacrifice RBI for McGinnis. Plating Hazelwood for the first Titan run. That's the second out. The base runner at second, Noah Irvin, was able to move into third. And now there's runners on the corners with 2 outs for the right fielder, Cameron Warren. And I bet this is probably his last inning, Greg.
Yep.
Quick throw over, but head first slide in safe.
This is really the only inning he's thrown any
number of pitches.
Do what? Was that a ball?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I was watching here and I didn't.
Had him leaning, but he gets back in. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. They lose their computer.
Outside.
You know what? I think you blew a fuse. Because, well, maybe not.
Maybe undo the heater.
Oh, the heater's still on? Okay. 3-0. That's right here. Here's the power button. There we go. Light came back on.
Yeah, Tim knows about apples.
Big apple dude. Love apples. They just work. All right, here's the 3-0. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. That pitch is in there for a strike. That is the 4th walk awarded by Wante. That'll load the bases up again now with 2 outs.
High and outside.
One ball, no strikes, 2 outs, bases jacked. Here's the pitch. Inside for a strike. And that pitch a little low. Now 2 balls and 1 strike.
Can you back up? Nope.
That pitch inside and off the plate, 3-1. We'll be at DeSales High School on Wednesday for their game with South Oldham. They'll be dedicating their new field, the new Rex Robinson Memorial Field. That's I believe,
good pitch.
It's a 5:30 start time. And the opening ceremonies will begin at 5:15. Runs the count full. Here's the payoff pitch. Runners are going, swing and a miss, strike 3, and he wiggles his way out of this jam. That's the 2nd strikeout for Wante. And that's going to go no runs, no hits, no errors, 3 men left on base. After 3.5 innings of play, it remains it's now the Chargers 4 and the Titans 1. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Are you looking for a unique, fresh Mexican, family-friendly, and casual dining experience? Then look to Saucerita's Fresh Cantina. 2 locations, one in St. Matthews on North Hubbard's Lane right behind the McDonald's and the Woodlawn Center. In Middletown, 12915 Shelbyville Road in front of the Walmart Target. Stop by today and try one of their 3 saucy burritos, the Quesarito, the Rancherito, or Tomarito, and keep them in mind for your upcoming derby or graduation party because they do cater. Contact their Fiesta hotline. That is 356-9468, or you can contact Dave Spelker directly at 387-0929. Saucerita's Fresh Cantina.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks.
You're listening to BBSN, the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Check us out on the web at www.bbsnonline.com.
All right, Tim Bryan, Greg Bryan with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Bottom half of the 4th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the bump for the Titans. Number 4, Hunter Kelly.
Number 9.
And facing Kelly will be the top of the order, the leadoff man, second base, Matthew Bryant. Matthew 1 for 2, struck out his first time up, singled and scored in the 2nd inning. Inside off the plate, ball 2. Hunter Kelly's a junior. Replacing the starting pitcher Josh Barnett after 3 innings of work. Three balls, 1 strike. And that pitch elevated, ball 4. Leadoff walk to Bryant. You know what that means to Greg.
And we got a righty.
Mitchell Langley at the plate, showing bunt, pulls it back, hits it right back to the pitcher. He turns, goes to second for 1, over to first.
Safe.
Not going to be in time. Langley can motor. One out with Langley at first. That'll bring up the right fielder Jacob Reese. And the unofficial line for Josh Barnett, 3 innings pitch. He allowed 8 hits, 4 runs. I'm only going to charge him with 2 of those runs as being earned. He had no walks, struck out 6, and plunked 1. So not a bad outing.
No. He threw a lot of strikes and kept the ball out of the middle of the plate. His defense just didn't. Oh.
Have the man picked off at first if they can execute the rundown. And, ooh, man.
Oh.
He is out at first, but that was dangerous for the pitcher there. The helmet right into his kneecap. So it's going to be caught stilling, and I'm not going to go with all the gyrations of that. We're just going to call that out number 2.
Yeah, that was, from my viewpoint, he actually had his hand back on the bag before they tagged him.
Yeah.
Yay.
Nice little curveball, tails off the plate. Ball 1. Jacob Reese, the batter. 2 for 2. 2 singles and RBI. Has scored once. Rips that ball, but it's going to be
foul
just
by a couple feet.
Foul, yeah, by a couple feet, as Greg said.
Braid's a pretty big boy.
Mm-hmm. Bounces that one in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. After the game, we have Wednesday at DeSales. We'll be back here at Bullitt East on Thursday, March the 23rd. They'll be facing the DeSales Colts. Then we'll be at Mel High School Saturday, March 25th, as they take on the Butler Bears. And that's always a fun one. High chopper foul. Coach Bose tries to one-hand it. The 2-2 from Kelly. Thought about going after the curveball, held up. That's going to make the count full. Have some this day in baseball history at the ready, Greg, in case there's a pitching change or anything. Popped in the air. I'm not for sure they're going to have any room over there, and they don't. Count will remain full. elevated and lets this one get away. 2 walks in the inning for the junior right-hander Hunter Kelly. Two outs, a man on first, and that one's hit right back to the pitcher off the bat of Michael Lobred. That out will go 1-3 for the third out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base after 4 complete innings of play. It's the Chargers 4, the Titans 1. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. And Greg, you're going to enjoy this. My today in sports history, it's a Red Sox entry. Carlton Fisk, after being declared a free agent because the Red Sox mailed his contract 1 day past the contractual deadline, signs a $3.5 million deal with the White Sox.
Yeah, I remember that.
On opening day, the 33-year-old catcher will hit an 8th inning home run to tie the game 3-3. That proves to be to tie the score 3-3. They eventually win 5-3 over the Boston Red Sox. This day in baseball, 1990, after a 32-day lockout, the players and owners reached an agreement on a 4-year contract. The season will start a week behind schedule, but the 78 games canceled by the work stoppage are rescheduled. So they do have a complete season that year, even though there was a 32-day lockout.
New pitcher, number 12.
And a new pitcher for the Chargers. See, Greg, that's why I've got you, buddy. Let's see. New pitcher for the Chargers. Number 12. Jared Ronali. Another Jared.
Using the old foot wedge to clear the home plate.
That's going to close the book on Jared Wante. Comes in firing strike 1. This is the leadoff batter, Hunter Armstrong.
Nice little curveball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Out of play. Still remains. Oh, yep, hit the pitch.
All right, and Ronali enters the game and plunks the first batter he faces. That's Hunter Armstrong.
Got a base runner for him, number 29.
Courtesy runner. Number 29 in the 5th inning. That is Seth Tatum is on running. Throws over, had a nice lead. Nice dive back in at first.
And he's expanding his lead, and that was a fairly good throw over. So
he's going and he falls.
Got him.
And yep, he slipped trying to steal second, but they ended up getting him in a throw down to second, and then they over to first. So we'll just call that caught stealing for out number 1. And that was a strike thrown by Rinaldi to Trevor Allen.
Another one.
Strike 2. What year is he's a sophomore? That's going to find its way down, I believe.
Oh.
Yep.
Extra
Rounding first,
here.
heading for second is Allen. And he's going to be in at second with a double. And that brings the Titan dugout alive. 1 out single for Allen will bring up Mason Hazelwood. Hazelwood was out, he grounded out to first base, and he also has been hit by a pitch.
Wind still swirling.
That pitch off the mark. Creeping in behind Allen's the shortstop. He retreats.
Oh, that's a good hit.
Ripped into right field. It's going to be caught at the warning track. A nice catch.
He's tagging and going to third.
And he did tag.
Yep.
So he put a charge into it, but a nice play in right field made by Jacob Reese.
Well, as hard as he hit that ball, Tim, if it wouldn't have been blowing in, that might have had a chance.
On any other day,
yeah.
it probably would have left. Out number 2, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Noah Irvin. Irvin's been up twice, been walked twice.
Called strike.
Staying on that outside part of the plate. Strike 2. I don't think you want to make a mistake middle in on this guy.
No, he's a pretty big boy.
Going up and away.
Oh, still got a piece of it.
In the air, center field, drifting over is Langley. Makes the grab, and after a 1-out double, it's a fly out to center field and a fly out to right field and a fly out to center field for outs 2 and 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. The Titans have stranded 4 through 5 innings of play. When we come back, it'll be Kelly, Vereb, and Reardon for the Chargers. This is Louisville Area High School Baseball on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
LDG develops, builds, renovates, and operates rental communities that serve the moderate-income individual. In the Louisville area, the woods of Glen Hill Manor and Valley Station, Overlook Terrace Apartments, off New Cut Road, and Whispering Woods Apartments in the Cane Run Road area. If you're looking for apartments in the Louisville area, contact LDG Development.
All right, welcome back to Bullitt East High School.
First pitch, ball high.
Leading off for the Chargers in the bottom half of the 5th inning is the designated hitter Mason Kelly. Mason is 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Out of play.
Been on twice but not scored. This is junior Hunter Kelly on the bump, replacing the starter Josh Barnett. Josh went 3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned. Didn't walk any, struck out 6 and hit 1 batter. Kind of a hard luck start for him. And that ball is
Just kind of floated out there to the shortstop.
Well, I think the wind got it and just knocked it down. It was a line drive to 6 for out number 1. Now standing in for the Chargers is first baseman Harrison Verrieb. Harrison reads safely in the 3rd inning on a bunt attempt. Grounded out to the 3rd baseman back in the 1st. Wish we could see the scoreboard. We could, for the softball game, we could. Okay, this just in. The Lady Chargers on the bad end, they lost 18-4 in the first game. Right back up the middle into the outfield. Single for Verrieb. That'll bring up Jacob Reardon. Jacob is struck out, and then he popped out to the 3rd baseman on a bunt attempt in the 3rd inning. Boy, I thought that one was almost airmailed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we could just get just a little bit more depth with this camera, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
Just cutting off a little bit of third base.
Nice pitch.
Nice pitch, yeah, comes inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Other than a couple walks by Kelly, he's pitched pretty well since he's come in. Umpire saying 1 ball, 1 strike.
All right, lost it.
It's a weird sky today. Catcher's going to try it again. Not able to make it.
It's blowing everything back to the fence. So.
Well, when you have this kind of cloud coverage too, there's, you know, you're looking at a white ball against a white sky.
Yeah.
One hour and 37 minutes into our broadcast, which means we're about 1 hour and 20 minutes in the game. I remember that doubleheader that you and Ryan did for me over at Spalding, and both games went extra innings, and they lasted forever.
Yep.
They were in,
oh
my goodness!
Didn't both of them win on walk-off home runs?
Yeah, one was in the 13th inning, and I don't remember what the other one was in.
Yeah.
Shot right back up the middle. Back-to-back singles by Verrieb and Reardon. And with 2 men on and 1 out, stepping into the batter's box is shortstop Garrett Simpson. Garrett 0 for 2. Showing bunt, the 2-2 brings it inside, pushes it foul. That couldn't have been 2-2. Okay. Oh, 1.
Yeah.
Outside, they're going to throw down the first. They might have him.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think he got him with the tag. Boy, Coach Sharser, he might get the gate here. He warned him last time.
Yeah.
He's going to say, how could you possibly have seen that? I don't disagree with that. But even if he goes to the home plate umpire, his vantage point was worse.
Yeah. He's going to ask.
He says he didn't see it either.
I hope not.
Take time off for any headaches.
Oh, Lord.
All right, we'll reset you. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 8 batter, number 33, Garrett Simpson. 0 for 2, looking for his first base knock and maybe a couple RBIs here. Showing bunt. Oh, man, right in on his hands. Now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, and some nice sportsmanship by the third baseman. Picking up the catcher's helmet. He's probably whispered to him, call a fastball right down the middle next time I'm up.
Well, I don't think he's going to be scoring around this one.
Runners at first and second, 1 out. Just got a piece of it. Garrett spoiled a pretty good pitch right there.
Oh.
Comes back with a nice breaking pitch. Strike 3 and the first strikeout for Kelly. The 7th strikeout for the Titan pitching staff. 2 out and 2 on for the number 9 man, Zach Jones. Zach is 0 for 1, plunked and struck out.
He's got like a 12-6 curveball, Tim, and it kind of gives it away because he releases it high, and it's yeah, you can tell it's 2 pitches.
Fastball right up the middle, takes a bad hop. The shortstop can't corral it around third, and coming home is Varebe. That'll put Reardon at third. Jones at first, and it's going to turn the lineup over and bring up Matthew Bryant. Bryant is 1 for 2, struck out the first time, singled and scored in the second, and was walked in the 4th.
Getting some sun now. Come on, son.
I'm sure the players are appreciating that.
Blowing away, ball 1.
2 out and 2 on. Chargers have stranded 6 through 4 innings.
Oh.
Shows bunt, pushes it down the third baseline, foul.
Little pitcher's a hustler.
1 run off 2 hits and 1 error for the Titans. 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for the Chargers.
Ooh. Inside.
Way inside, ball 2. away ball 3. Holy cow.
Hit the bull.
It's going to be a play at the plate, and he is out. So that was a wild pitch that careened off the backstop. They got the runner Reardon at home, and that is the 3rd out. One run off of 2 hits. I'll make that 3 hits.
You know what that call was made from? All the griping and fussing, because he was safe.
No errors, and 1 man left on base. So after 5 complete innings of play, it's the Chargers 5 and the Titans 1. And we're just going to keep it right here. On this day in rock history, 2002, the Ramones, Talking Heads, and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers were some of the acts inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam inducted the Ramones. Anthony Kiedis of the Red Hot Chili Peppers inducted the Talking Heads, and Jacob Dylan inducted the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. This day in rock history, year 2000, AC/DC made their first appearance on North American television since 1978. When they were the musical guests on Saturday Night Live, they performed Stiff Upper Lip and You Shook Me All Night Long. To the top of the 6th inning we go, Greg.
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix just got me in the mood.
Leading off for the Titans in the top of the 6th inning, the designated hitter Jake Newby. Jake 0 for 2, grounded out to 3rd, popped out to the 2nd baseman in shallow right field. Thought about that breaking pitch, lays off. 2 balls and no strikes. A big cut, and it takes a piece of the catcher right off the knee portion of the shin guard.
Yeah. I do remember those days. You went home every day with some kind of nick, bruise, or something on you.
That's one position I never played.
Well, thanks to Ray Seibert, he started me being catcher, so.
He really didn't like you, did he?
Me and Kenny caught.
2 balls and 1 strike. 3-1.
Ooh, nice pitch. Must have just barely missed.
Ball 4, a leadoff walk to start the top of the 6th for the Titans. That's the first walk for Rinaldi. It's got a lot of pop. This is Joseph Stockinger, the left fielder. Right down the middle and a quick throw to first. Not in time. The count is knotted up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside and tight, 2 balls and 1 strike.
There's a good.
In the air, left field. Drifting back is Zach Jones. And And that's the first out here in the top of the 6th. Runner not able to tag in advance. Up next for the Chargers, it'll be Eastern High School. That'll be at Eastern, a 5 p.m. start. That's on the 20th. Then they'll be at Southern High School, another 5 p.m. start on the 21st. And then they'll be back at home facing the DeSales Colts on the 23rd, and we'll be bringing you that game on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Fouled away. And then they play Ballard at home and St. X at home.
2 good games there.
Well, I'm going to be out of commission on the 24th, but I would love to be here for that Ballard game. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 6th inning. Jared Rinaldi, in his 2nd inning of work, came in relief of starting pitcher Jarrett Wante. Off the mound is Rinaldi, throws to first. Nice. Sacrifice is executed. The runner is advanced to second. That is the 2nd out. And that'll bring up the right fielder, number 24, Cameron Warren. Warren 0 for 1, walk and a ground out. Grounded out to Garrett Simpson.
Ooh, perfectly
That's going to
placed.
go right
Fair
over
ball.
the third baseman's head into left field. Runners on the corners now for the Titans with 2 outs. Newby is at third. Cameron Warren with that single is standing on first base, and that'll bring up the number 9 batter, center fielder.
Pinch hitter, pitch runner, what we do?
No, it looks like we have a new hitter.
Number 19.
Number 19 for Mercer County is Hunter Lewis. He's a junior. Has that open stance that you see a lot now. Closes it when he swings, but he starts it off with that front leg way toward third base. Two on, 2 out, top of the 6th. Rinaldi on the bump. Here's the 0-1. Finds its mark, 1 ball, 1 strike. Or, I'm sorry, no balls, 2 strikes. Sky high in the infield. And that's a fly out to second base.
There's no easy fly balls today.
So that was no runs off of 1 hit. No errors and 2 men left on base. 6 Titans stranded through 6 innings. When we come back in the Chargers portion of the inning, it'll be top of the order, Matthew Bryant, followed by Mitchell Langley and Jacob Reese. This is Tim and Greg with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Thanks for spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Bottom half of the 6th inning coming to you live from Mount Washington, Kentucky, Bullitt East High School. It's the visiting Mercer County Titans and the home team Bullitt East Chargers. Tim Bryan and Greg Bryan with you. It's going to be the top of the order for the Chargers. Matthew Bryant, Mitchell Langley, and Jacob Reese. I'm sorry, this is Mitchell Langley leading things off. Oh, that's right.
Update on the only score going in the NCAA right now.
Hold on.
West Virginia's 57, Notre Dame 47.
All right, say that again. I had your mic turned down.
West Virginia 57, Notre Dame 47.
Into the air, into right field. Took the ball forever to get out there. That's Cameron Warren off the bat of Mitchell Langley. That's going to be a pop out to 9 for the first out. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Jacob Reese. Jacob singled and scored, had an RBI single in the 2nd, and then he walked back in the 4th.
Wow.
Curveball finds its mark, strike 1. Off the plate, even 1 ball, 1 strike. In the air into left center field. It's going to find its way to the fence. One hops the fence, and that's a stand-up double for Jacob Reese.
Something is. Good?
There you go.
All right.
Hold on just a second. All right, there you go.
All right, man.
All right, a 1-out double for Reese. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Michael Lobrid.
Give me a paper towel.
Michael had an RBI single first time up, then flew out to center field. And then grounded back to the pitcher in the 4th. Greg's really preoccupied by this fly we have.
No, he's gone.
Okay.
He was getting in the picture.
Can't have that.
Ooh. Nice little
I think the strike zone brought
expanded a little bit there.
just a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Reese is at third. This is Michael Lobrid at the plate. Shows bunt and goes foul.
Is that a new pitcher, Tim?
Oh. Yes, it
Number 7.
is.
Yeah, because number 4 was out there. I'm going, that don't look like Ryan Ritchie's twin.
New pitcher for the Titans is senior Trevor Allen. A high chopper to the third baseman, backpedaling,
Nice
catches
throw.
it, makes the play, but the run scores. Second out here in the bottom of the 6th, but 1 run in. It's now the designated hitter, Mason Kelly. Mason with 2 singles, and he had a line drive to the shortstop back in the 5th. Throws the hook with the 1-1 count, pushed into center field. And that is Ty Sims for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. Doesn't sound very loud. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on, or 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. After 6 complete innings of play, it's now Bullitt East 6 and Mercer County 1. It'll be the top of the order for Mercer County: Hunter Armstrong, Trevor Allen, and Mason Hazelwood. When play resumes, this is Tim Bryan and Greg Bryan with you on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. Hunter Armstrong leading things off for the Titans, sends the first offering screaming foul down the third base line. It will be 1, 2, and 3 for the Titans here in the top of the 7th. Count now even 1 ball, 1 strike. Out of play, 1-2. Armstrong 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, or actually 0 for 2, a fly out, a ground out, and a hit by pitch. Then he was caught stealing. Elevated, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rinaldi wasting no time between pitches.
No. He gets a sign he's coming to the plate.
Looks like Armstrong is way up on the plate. Boy, he puts a charge into that one.
You're not gonna,
that one, oh, a nice play. Wow.
Yeah, he caught that all the way out in left center.
Is that Mitchell Langley still? Okay, Mitchell Langley with a nice run and catch out there in center field. Out number 1 in the top of the 7th, and with 1 out and nobody on, the batter is Trevor Allen. It's going to be a slow roller to the second baseman. He's got it. Flips to first. 4-3. 2 up, 2 down. All right, Greg, you got to be thinking of the player of the game. We have our UPFC player of the game that we'll announce immediately following the broadcast. That pitch is outside. 1 ball and no strike to the number 3 batter. 2-0.
Number 8. Yeah. A little mention for the pit for that first pitcher too. Nice cut.
Boy, first time today I've said this. 2s across the board. We're in the 7th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces are wild. Here's the pitch. And that's hit to the second baseman. This could be it. Flip to first, 4-3.
Ball game.
And that is the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Our final score, it's the Chargers 6 and the Titans 1. We'll be back for some closing comments. This is Tim Bryan and Greg Bryan on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network.
Let's face it, parents, your kid's gym bag stinks. Well, now there's Odor Gladiator. It's a patented, athlete-customized, high-performance deodorizer developed by parents for parents that battle stench in the most inhospitable of environments, that dank, dark sports equipment bag. Odor Gladiator is the perfect solution for all athletes and their families. Odor Gladiator tackles the stank of equipment-intensive sports such as hockey, lacrosse, and football. Unlike those wimpy shoe balls, bags of sooty carbon and chemical sprays and detergents requiring constant reapplication, Odor Gladiator is a patented fire-and-forget solution that safely battles odor for 50 days or more. To find out more and to find out how to get your hands on Odor Gladiator, check out our website at odorgladiator.com. That's odorgladiator.com.
All right, welcome back to Bullitt East High School here in Mount Washington. Today's game was the Mercer County Titans and the home team Bullitt East Chargers. Our final score, it is the Chargers 6 and the Titans 1. Our Usselton Painting and Fabrication UPFC player of the game is going to be Jacob Reese. Jacob was 3 for 3, had 2 singles, 1 double, an RBI, and was walked once. And we're going to give an honorable mention to the starting sophomore pitcher for the Chargers, Jared Wante. Went 4 innings, had 1 hit, allowed 1 run, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts, and hit 1 batter.
Yep.
So your impressions of our first game?
Well, with the weather the way it was, pretty solid. Bullitt East looked like the normal Bullitt East that we always see. Good pitching, good defense.
Excellent base running.
Excellent base running. I mean, you always got to be on your toes when Jeff's over there and you got base runners on. But other team, just they saw a few things they got to work on. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure they'll shore things up. But hey, it's baseball, and I don't have any bad things to say.
No, me neither. And they had some really good approaches at the plate by Meade County. They have a couple big boys that if they connect, the ball's going to go a long way on a day like today. That's not going to happen with the way that the wind was, blowing around. But all in all, it was actually a well-played baseball game.
The first pitcher for them really pitched pretty well.
Yeah, he did.
With a few breaks. It could have been a 1-0 ball game. So
yeah, he was a sophomore. Josh Barnett pitched 3 innings, scattered 8 hits, allowed 4 runs. Only 2 of them were earned, but he struck out 6. Didn't walk any, but he did hit 1 batter, and it was a really good outing by the left-handed sophomore.
Yeah.
All right. Some upcoming broadcasts here on the B&B Sports Broadcasting Network. On Wednesday, March the 22nd, we'll be at DeSales for their game with South Oldham. They'll be dedicating their new Rex Robinson Memorial Field. And if you haven't had a chance to see that field, their new football stadium, baseball field, it's really, really nice.
It is. I'm kind of excited to go do the first game there.
And I'm not sure if they have heat in the press box, but it may not be an issue. by then. You never know how, like we said, you don't know how the weather's going to be. On Thursday, March the 23rd, we're going to be back here at Bullitt East. They'll be facing the same DeSales Colts that we were talking about. And then on Saturday at Mel High School, it'll be Mel and Butler. That is always a fun game. We need to thank our sponsors, LDG Development, Salsaritas Fresh Cantina, UPFC, Usselton Painting and Fabrication Company, Livesportscaster.com, and Greg and I's our new venture, Louisville High School Baseball.com. I'd like to once again thank my partner today, Greg. Thanks. I appreciate your time.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All right, so we're going to say so long from Bullitt East High School. The final score, the Chargers 6, the Titans 1. My name's Tim Bryan. I've been your host. Make it a great day.